Hey guys, good morning. My name is Spring, and it is time for my morning message. And today has to do with mortality motivation. So, what is this? Well, I think that there comes a time, or several times perhaps, in our lives where we have no other choice but to deal with the reality of our own mortality. So, lately, over the past few months, sadly, I've lost several friends who have passed away due to sudden serious illnesses or, um, like heart attacks, diagnoses of cancer. Some have died because of car accidents, and or sadly, there's some who have passed away from suicide as well. And I think that it's an interesting thing when we look at our lives through a different lens. So if we look at our lives as though we all know that our time is limited here on earth and we live our lives accordingly, how differently we would be living our lives. So there was this movie, you probably remember the movie, but a movie where the individuals had like a watch on their arm, and it would count down how much time they had left to live. It was almost like a video game. They could go and they could, do different tasks or whatever to move their time, to give themselves more time. But unfortunately, as we know, we don't have that opportunity. We also don't have, I guess it would be an opportunity maybe, to know how much time that we have left on this earth before our clock stops. So they say that it's not a bad idea to every now and then to write your own eulogy, as dark as that may seem. But to write your own eulogy and say, okay, what would people say about me, about how I lived my life, the kind of person that I was, my character, how I treated people. And if we see things there, and this is, you have to be brutally honest with yourself, but if you see things there that shadow over the person that you would want people to know you as, there's still time to almost, I guess, maybe not get out the eraser and erase, some of those mistakes that you made, but at least to clean them up. Do the editing. If you remember back in school when we used to have to write stuff out and the teacher would give you back your paper and they would have like the little red arrow going up and then some sort of a note saying you made a mistake. But it would be nice if we could do that in our lives. Unfortunately for us, it's up to us to take those notes and to correct and move forward. But I want you to think about maybe some of the relationships that you have in your life right now, or maybe the relationships that you want to have in your life right now, those people who you want to surround yourself, the people who are worthy of your time, your energy, your kindness, and really focus on bringing your best self forward into that existence. And I'm talking all kinds of relationships, so pick out your list of all your relationships. And then what would it look like to have your best self be forward in those engagements, to be present, to give up your time, because that is your most valuable asset, is the time that you give somebody. You can't take any of your possessions with you. We know that when we leave this earth. What we can leave behind that's not going to deteriorate or devalue is those moments, those messages, those conversations, those experiences that we leave with others. And if we take that as, again, that mortality motivation to say, you know what, one day my time here on earth is going to be gone, just like everybody else's. And that's one thing that none of us are unique in, that we're going to outlive everybody. But if we take that mindset and say, you know what, I'm done with the games, I'm done with playing small, I'm done with selling myself short, with being less than who I know I'm capable of being, because one day I'm not going to be here anymore. So this is my opportunity to grab hold and, again, pull yourself forward into that person who you know you can be, and knowing that one day your time here is going to be gone. I mean, literally, at any time, you could have a heart attack or a stroke, an aneurysm, You could go to the doctor for a checkup that you think is routine, and you get those words, saying that you have some sort of a diagnosis that you just weren't ready to hear. You put a lot of faith in going down the road and people obeying those double yellow lines down the center of the road, saying that they're not going to cross over into your lane and hit you head on and kill you at any time. So a little bit of a darker message, I guess, this morning. Happy Monday. But I think that if we would stop saying, you stand on the left side, I stand on the right side, and we have all these things that are different, and if we stop fighting over garbage stuff, and we stop putting people on the back burner who we really should be pulling to the front burner of our lives, and if we just start living a more conscious, present life, I think it's an important thing to do. It's an important message. So that is Mortality Motivation there for you. You're not going to be here forever. Do something valuable with your time. Live your best life. All right, that's my morning message this morning. Not a whole lot of energy here. I do apologize. It is super early. It's literally, I think it's about 4:26 in the morning. So I did my cardio already. And but anyway, this message is for you. If you're watching it, I don't think that it's coincidental that you are watching it. Hope that it has served you in some way. If it has, I would love to hear your feedback, your comments. Share it with somebody who needs to hear this as well. And take care of yourself. Take care of each other. I love you guys. Bye.